How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Thank
Well,
you for asking me.
congratulations on the fifth season of this show that has given you the opportunity to work on developing a character. And it's, I think, an ultimate gift to an actor to get to know so deeply a character. Describe that experience for you.
Well, I agree that it is a great blessing to be given a job where you get to live with a character and by long association with it, get to know things about it. I've also been afforded an opportunity to know people that I can base the character on. So I've been, for some time, a kind of associate member of a group called the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives. Many of my friends are black special agents in the FBI. My brother was 30 years in law enforcement at Illinois State Police. So, you know, to some extent, I knew Harold Cooper. I know Harold Cooper, but I'm able, through that knowledge, I'm able to apply that to a situation which is unique. Obviously, the Blacklist is not real life. It's more of a fantasy type world. But I think that to take music, to take notes on a sheet, for example, and to be able to put them into a jazz song or to play it in a certain kind of genre, even though it's the same tune, I think that that's what that this opportunity gives me. I can take characters and aspects and attributes of people that I know and put them in the fantasy world and put a spin on it that allows me to use technique and training that I've acquired as an actor and to thereby be of some assistance, I hope, to the show.
In a lot of shows of this genre, we see the ultimate good or the ultimate bad or evil character. And in the Blacklist, we see flawed people, and that is something that has been worked very intensively, um, especially at the beginning of this season and the end of last. The Boy Scout, the good boy, gets in trouble, and there's an exploration of that with each character. Do you think that that's what makes this show so appealing? Its approach to humanity of the characters?
I think that that's a very astute observation. That you know there is some good in every person, some bad in every person. The degrees to which the ratio to which there is good and bad determines whether or not you're a criminal or in law enforcement. But to some extent, very, very frequently, in order to make this country and the machines of government and industry go round, you have to engage. There cannot be one without the other. And I think that what the show is, The Blacklist, is a kind of dramatization of the codependency of crime
Exactly.
and of law enforcement. And I love that because, you know, we're
It
in a
is
complicated world.
impossible to see also that the show reflects on many things that happen in our reality, in society, in the United States today, for example. And in a conversation that we had after we saw the first episode with the creators of the show, they said that sometimes that's coincidental, but also that is a factor that makes it realistic without placing us in the world of the president with a name. What do you think about that part?
I think that I think that they're right, and I think that you know when a show has to draw from real life, which we do. I mean, there is crime, there is surveillance, there are people who inform to the government, there is human intelligence, there is technology that's increasingly fluid and problematic because of the breaches to private life, personal liberties, and all of these things. All of these things are now happening in real time. How do we keep America safe without prying and eroding civil liberties and so forth? It's a real question. And I think that what the Blacklist has been able to do very effectively is to mirror that engagement, that story. And I think that's why there's sometimes a confluence of what's happening in the real world with what's happening in the fictional world. That's what gives it its power without having to be overtly political. So.
Finally, in the history of your character in the Blacklist, what has been the most challenging moment as a performer?
As an actor, anytime that what I'm proud that I've been able to do is to take exposition, you know, pure data, techno speak and to make it urgent and to make it real. That is something I had to work at to be able to listen well as an actor. So those are the challenges, is trying to make something counterintuitively natural sound natural.
Amazing. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to talk to you.
Pleasure. Pleasure.
I appreciate it.